And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Will, and today, guys, I got a huge treat for you guys. I got somebody backstage that is a member of Raider Nation that is coming out, giving us their info, and letting us know how he got involved. So stay tuned and let's go.
Welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast, your go-to source for everything on the Las Vegas Raiders. Whether you're a diehard motherfucker like me, or just getting to know Raider Nation, our passionate hosts are here to bring you all the excitement on Raiders football. I'm Shit Show Joe, and welcome to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Let's go, Raiders! If not, fuck your team.
All right, baby. And now I am going to bring him out and I'm going to let you guys know. What's going on, my brother?
What up, Will? What's going on, baby? What up,
Hey,
Raider
man.
Nation?
What's cracking? Hey, introduce yourself, my brother. Let Raider Nation know who you are, where you from, and what it is.
Hell yeah, baby. Raider Nation, what's up, man? This is the GymReaper representing Los Angeles, California, baby. SoCal, what up?
Hey, man. You know what it is, baby. Our boy, the GymReaper, all the way out there in SoCal, always representing, always going to games, always in the action, baby. Yo, hey, brother, give us how this all started for you, how you got involved with Raider Nation. I mean, like, was it day one? Okay, I was just born into this, or how did it happen that you became a Raiders fan, man?
Yeah. So for me, it wasn't. I wasn't born into it, bro. A little bit about myself, bro. I grew up in SoCal my entire life, but I was actually born in Mexico, bro. So I immigrated over here when I was really small. Got here, learned about LA, learned about the culture here, and the majority of people born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, man. So the majority of the people back in the day in our area were either hardcore Raider fans, man, or some of the fans from that one-star rating team. We won't say their name. But yeah, bro, I got into football early on, man. I remember back in the days in the early 90s, you know, there was a Super Bowl back here in LA. They had the whole thing going on with the different teams that were playing during that time. And that kind of sparked my interest as far as like the NFL. I was a big college fan, man. And obviously football was in my entire life, played football my entire life. But for the Raiders, bro, like I just got into them in the early 90s. And just that the whole Raider aura, bro, pulled me in, and I've never looked back, man. I've been a Oakland Raiders season ticket holder. Now I'm a Vegas season ticket holder. So definitely diehard Raider, man. Whenever I get a chance to go away games, home games, I'm definitely there representing that silver and black.
Absolutely, bro. Hey, and I know that for a fact, Jack. That hey, he's out there, man. He's always repping, and you know he's always vested, always representing. Yo, so What was the moment, man, that you said, hey, I need to be a Raiders fan. I need to be like, this is where I need to be at.
Yeah, I mean, again, like early 90s SoCal, man. So the 90s for me, man, were really special in the sense that those were like the formative years as far as like that's where you start figuring out who you want to be, who you are, all that type of stuff. So 90s in LA, man, if you can think about during that time, you had NWA, you had the whole rock scene, the whole rap scene. It was just a huge influential area for music, but it also influenced me a lot as well during that time. And
You ain't lying.
yeah. The 90s, man. To me, that's the best generation of music. Changed everything, game changer. But yeah, during that time, bro, too, and the Raiders here, you know, when they were in LA, Oakland, all that type of stuff. For me, it was just again the whole aura, the whole concept of being a Raider. You know what I mean? To me, Raiders is like it's more than just an image. It's a lifestyle. It's a culture. It's a family. And to me, being a Raider is like, you know, you take no shit from nobody. You do shit your own way. And even if there's barriers or circumstances that might prevent you from doing certain things, you rise above against those things and you break down those barriers. We don't necessarily need a key to get in, bro. We'll break that shit down and we'll get in. We'll do that shit our own way, our own Raider way. And that's what being a Raider is all about,
Yes,
bro. Getting
sir.
it done, making it done your own way.
No, absolutely, man. And you just went into it and you talked about what makes you so interested in the Raiders and what we are all about. What do you think the media, okay, as in people from outside of Raider Nation, get like misinformed on when it comes to Raider Nation, when it comes to being out there? I'd be like, a lot of people think of us as like, reckless and in a group of people that are
Yeah,
thugs to that
yeah,
extent, right?
yeah,
Because of the aura, because we're
yeah.
like, hey, we always G'd up from the feet up or whatever you want to call it. What is the
Right.
biggest misconception that you've seen that people have about Raider Nation?
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, that's the sad reality is that there's this notion, this misconception, the stigma that we deal with is that all Raider fans are a certain way. All Raider fans are bad. They're all hood. They're all ghetto. Whatever term that they want to use. But the reality is not everybody's like that, bro. Every team is gonna have that element, which is all good, and it is what it is. However, the thing that separates, I think, that makes us different, bro, is we're one big family. Raider Nation is all about family. It's all about loyalty. It's all about respect. And regardless of where you come from, bro, what color your skin is, what ethnicity you are, socioeconomic status, none of that matters, man. In Raider Nation, bro, it's one big family. And regardless if I see you a day this year or I only see you one time next year, man, it's like we're family, bro. And it's like we just saw each other. And we were just hanging out. And I think that's the biggest difference. The misconception is that people think we're a certain way, but they don't really know what Raider Nation is all about. We got Raider Nation from people from all walks of life, different careers. We have firefighters, we have law enforcement, we
Yep.
have all kinds of different stuff. And yeah, there is some hood people too, and it is what it is. But everybody's respectful, everybody's loving, everybody's family. But don't get it twisted, man. We'll wreck your shit too if if you fuck around and find out.
Hey, you ain't lying, brother. I be like, that's the one thing I love. Like I tell people all the time, I'm like, we got people from so many different backgrounds, from so many
Yeah,
different ethnicities, from
right.
so many different parts of the world, and we come together as
Right.
one big family, one unit. And people, when you go to a tailgate and they treat you
Hell
like
yeah.
family, when you're coming there, when they're giving you something to eat, something to
Yep.
drink, making
Yep.
sure that you're okay,
Yep.
it makes a total difference, man. And I
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely, man.
Let's talk a little bit about the road trips that we've taken, man. Let's talk about travel. Let's talk about the Gym Reaper on the road, man. As you all know, man, when we travel, the travel brigade travels deep. We go to every stadium. Hey, man, tell me about when you travel and about the feeling it has going into a different stadium. I know that you've been into Oakland. I know that you've been at Allegiant. But
Yeah.
when you're on the traveling side, right? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What is the environment and the like the energy of you going and saying, "Hey, man, this year we're gonna like we did Houston. I think
Yeah.
we've done
Yeah.
Houston. We did NOLA last year.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
be like, what is the juice feeling like, man, when you get all this anticipation to go somewhere new, to go to that stadium in that environment?
Yeah, man. Road trips are awesome. Going to away games are awesome, man. It's mind-boggling to see how much Raider Nation is everywhere in the world, man. Different cities, different states, all that type of stuff, and going into a different environment where sometimes it's hostile environment. That shit just fires me up, man. I love being there. I love being a part of it. I love hanging out with the familia, with the Raider Nation, everybody there representing. And for the majority of time that I've experienced, bro, there hasn't been any issues as far as like people acting stupid or anything from other fans. Everybody has been like really cool with us, really inviting, really welcoming. Um, I don't know, maybe it's the colors that we wear or what, but everybody has been totally cool, man. But like talk about road trips, bro. Like as I mentioned, bro, I lived in SoCal, LA, my entire life, and even when I became a season ticket holder up in Oakland, right? Driving up there for the games, bro, 6 7 hours driving up there, um, the scenery, everything, and then getting there, the whole experience, being at Ricky's the night before the game, seeing live music in the parking lots. I don't know if you've ever heard of a band called Raiderhead. They covered
Yeah.
a lot of rock songs, bro, but they made all the lyrics all Raider stuff. So seeing them live, seeing them in the parking lots, Oakland, bro, is like there'll never be another Oakland. Oakland is the shit. Same thing with LA, bro. When the Raiders play here in LA, whether it's against the Rams or the Costa Mesa Sparklers, aka the Chargers, they're over here too, bro. They got about 10 fans or whatever. But LA still remains a Raider city, man. silver and black, and we roll deep. When we take over that stadium, brother, it's awesome, man. That tailgates here in LA are the same vibe that you had in Oakland. Just that whole vibe of like everybody, like we talked about before, family eating, offering food and drinks to each other, everybody getting along, everybody partying, having a great time. That's what it's all about. And then you transition, and you keep that same momentum when you go out to away games, like we talked about earlier. Last year we went to NOLA. Um, awesome experience. Everybody was very welcoming. Totally cool, man. I went out to Miami last year as well. That whole area was badass too, man. The whole experience, awesome. Yeah, and then Houston this year, brother. Houston was awesome, man. Shout out to the people there. They were very cool with us, even though we were the opposing team, man. They welcomed us with a lot of
You ain't
love.
lying.
A lot of love, man. Some great food out there, man. It was awesome. Good stuff out there. But yeah, the whole vibe is cool, man. Getting together with family and then getting out there to different stadiums, different cities, different states. Awesome. Great experience with everybody. I would encourage people to do that.
Man, you ain't lying. That's so like that's what you just said is so unique. When you travel to a different stadium and the people treat you well. I mean,
Yeah.
like we had the seat neighbors at the Texans game said, "Oh, if you guys come back, make sure you guys sit right here. Go
Right.
to this tailgate and we'll take care of you." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What?" I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "I can do this." We went to Boston. I went to Boston this year.
Yeah.
Boston was like, dude, same way. They were like, "Hey, man, cool." I was sitting there thinking these people are going to be talking smack to me. I go to Denver, I go to all these games, and I'm like, I've noticed that when you travel, when you go away,
Right.
people treat you really well, man. And it's
Right.
cool to interact with Raider Nation from all over the country.
Yeah,
Now,
definitely.
you talked to me about traveling from SoCal to Oakland to Las Vegas, and you followed this team. I want you to tell me the craziest travel story that you've had in
Uh,
those times. Hit me with that, brother.
bro, I don't know if there's a specific time, or maybe there is some that are probably not appropriate. uh, but yeah, I mean, we'll just talk about Oakland, brother. I mean,
All right.
driving up there for me, it was a 6-7 hour drive, bro. And some of the crazy things that we would do, bro, is like on some games, instead of multiple cars driving together, we would rent a huge RV, a 35, 45 or foot RV diesel,
Yeah.
and just load it up with people, bro. And there was like sometimes 20, 25 deep. And yeah, bro, it was like, everyone's except the driver, but everybody else is drinking and partying on the way up there. We get there, we're out there partying. It's a party nonstop the whole weekend. Like I mentioned, going to Ricky's sports bar the night before, hanging out with Raider legends. It's all Raider out there, seeing Raiderhead, the live band there. And then from there, we stay there till about, let's say, 2 in the morning. And then 4 in the morning, bro, we're in line in Oakland at the Coliseum waiting to get into the tailgate. Tailgate starts at 8 a.m., bro. And then the game's at 1, and shit, it is rocking. The entire freaking parking lot is rocking. Um, Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Metallica when they were present right there in the parking lot. But there's been several times where Metallica performed live in the parking lot, just in a little trailer that pulled up, bro, and they freaking rocked it out. And just the
That's
vibe, the
awesome.
intensity, bro. And then as you're walking into the stadium, the metal gates, the you know what I mean, the metal detectors, and everybody yelling, chanting, walking in through the tunnels at the Coliseum, bro. Unlike no other, man. So yeah, there isn't one crazy story. It's just in general, it was like that every time. Same thing down here in LA, bro. Just the whole vibe, bro. It's like that was real enemy territory for visiting teams, and you would rarely, if ever, see the other opposing teams, man. It was all blacked out, and I hope in Vegas it eventually comes like that, bro.
I think so, man. I think the culture's going to start getting built and everything like that, man. Give me
Yeah.
1 second, brother. All right, man.
Mm.
Sorry about that, guys. Had the dog barking in the back. Guys, you guys know how it is, man. We're normal people. Hey, all right. So we talked about your stuff in LA and going to these things. I want to know if I show up at the GymReaper's tailgate, what are we eating and what's your signature drink or signature food that we have to have in order to get this dub?
Hell yeah. So for me, man, anytime you come to my place, the tailgate or what have you, we're always gonna be eating some carne asada, man. Some fired up carne asada on the grill. That's mandatory, regardless, brother. Whether it's we're doing it just in big pieces or tacos or whatever, It's gonna be carne asada with some fresh homemade salsa, none of the store bought stuff. Some real shit, some tortillas, some beans and rice. We're gonna eat good, brother. And then as far as drinks, man, I mean, I gotta stay hydrated, gotta drink water. However, man, my favorite alcoholic drink, we either drinking some whiskey, some really good whiskey on the rocks, not mixing it, or some Jameson is all right. And then some Hennessy as well. So just depending on the vibe, but definitely whiskey, man. I'm a whiskey guy.
All right. Hey, hit me up with the Jim Reaper's carne asada recipe. Is
Brother,
there?
there isn't a specific recipe, but there is a location down here in SoCal, brother, where I get it from.
All
Marinated,
right.
got some really good marinade in it. So I usually buy it from here, bro, and I take it out there because you ain't gonna find it like that out in Vegas or anywhere else, man. Has
So,
its unique blend. Got some orange juice. Got some other stuff in there as well.
okay. Do you got the name of the location or is this a secret spot?
No, yeah, you could get it, bro. It's called Larios. So Larios, they
Okay.
have it here in a couple different cities, man, but it is really good, brother.
All right, man. Hey, let's move ahead, man. Let's talk some Raiders legends. Who is your go-to guy? Who is your man? Who is your Raider legend that you go and you say, man, that's my dog?
Yeah. I mean, there's so many, bro. Tom Flores, obviously. Jim Plunkett, obviously. Again, with the barriers that I talked about before, bro. That's another thing too, is like why I love the Raiders so much, bro, is like they broken down the doors, they broken down barriers when things didn't exist. Tom Flores being the first coach, in the NFL, that, the minority coach, the Hispanic coach. Jim Plunkett, Hispanic Heisman, Super Bowl winner, all that type of stuff, bro. So those are idols, man. Howie Long is a badass player. He's my one of my favorites as well, all time favorites. But I think, all time Raider, bro, and probably just because they're still here and everything that they've done, um, everywhere they've been, is Charles Woodson, man. Charles Woodson,
Yes, sir.
hell yeah. Seeing him
Okay.
live in Oakland for his last game, man, on that Christmas Eve game where we won in overtime and beat the Donkeys. And after that game, when he gave his speech in the middle of the field, where he was talking about, I might, be done playing, but he was like, I'll never leave you. And he's held his word and he's never left us. And he still shows up in Vegas. He's still on the hype videos, all that type of stuff, man. And then just remember him walking around the stadium, throwing up the big O, with everybody walking around making the rounds, bro. That to me was awesome, and has a special place in my heart, man. Charles Woodson, baby.
All right, man. Hey, I love it. And I love how in detail you can get into it because I can feel your passion, bro.
Hell yeah.
I can feel how much you love it. And let me ask you this. Who are you rocking with currently right now? On our current Raiders, and I get it. Everybody kind of is going to hit me with the same guy right now. But hey, who are we rocking with right now?
It's my boy Mad Max, man. Max Crosby, brother. Max Crosby is the man. He's to me the epitome of being a Raider, bro. Like, you're committed, you're loyal, you're respectful of your fans. You know what this organization brings, the history of the Raider, and he's a diehard Raider, bro. I also like the fact that he's a family man with his daughter as well. That's
100.
awesome, bro. And then, the whole Kobe involvement too, how he always reflects on Kobe, talks about Kobe, the tattoos, everything, just talk about hard work, ethic, overcoming, breaking barriers, overcoming obstacles, not being the number one pick and all that. And that shit didn't matter to him. He still rose above the ranks, and look at how great of a player he is. And to me, that's what the epitome of being a Raider is, bro. Being the underdog. Nobody believes in you, but you're still going to get shit done. I love it.
Bro, you heard that. I feel that in my soul.
Hell yeah.
I do, man. I'd be like, it's just get the job done. Let's get it done. Let's
Yeah.
make it happen. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what barrier we got in front. We'll knock it down. We'll climb the wall. We'll go underneath it, around it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I love it, man. Now, hey, man, I want you to take me to the happiest moment that you've ever had as a Raiders fan. I'd be like, what moment in time was like the time that you said, man, this is what it is. This is the most badass thing ever.
Yeah.
I love it. What was that point in time?
Again, I don't think there's one specific one, bro, but so many awesome stories, comeback games. In Oakland at the Coliseum, when we came back against the Steelers, we were down, came back and beat them at the end. And the Steelers, to give them credit, bro, they were the only team that actually traveled to Oakland. So you saw some yellow there, bro. But yeah, coming back and beating them, or Terrell Pryor's, what is that, 98, 99 yard
Oh
touchdown
yeah,
on
yeah.
that blooper.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was another awesome moment. That punt return on Monday Night Football. I'm sorry, I think it was against the Broncos. Yeah, the
Yes,
Broncos.
it was, bro. I know
Yeah,
exactly the
Broncos
play you're talking about.
99 yard freaking punt return, bro. I was right there watching it live. That shit was awesome. And then Woodson's last game. I'm sorry, Woodson's last game against the Chargers. I got that mixed up. They played against the Chargers, bro, and we beat them on that last game, and that was awesome. And then the very last game in Oakland, man. Even though we lost to the freaking Jaguars, I think we blew a freaking 16-3 lead, and we ended up losing to them the last game in effing Oakland. But what was cool about that, bro, is like the real fans were there. Gruden was there. Carr was there. And they like respectfully, bro, went all around the stadium, bro. Made a big old loop, high fiving all the fans and everybody.
Oh,
And to me,
bro.
that shit meant a lot, bro. Because it's just more than what you see on TV. It's like those dudes actually cared about the people. They cared about the fans. It was heartbreaking to see them leave. I was hoping that they would come to LA, bro, but that didn't happen. But yeah, those are some poignant moments, man, that really stand out to me. And I'm just hoping that those moments continue in Vegas. And I know we're due. We're right there. It's gonna be awesome when we reach that pinnacle of success. But yeah, those are some of our moments.
No, absolutely. But just like we've had a lot of highs, man, I want you to tell me the time that your Raiderism has been tested the most. Bro, we've had some terrible seasons. I mean, like, bro, this last season, we went 3-14 or 15. I feel like it was like 3-35,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So there's been a lot of times, man, where being a Raiders fan, your Raiderism gets tested. Hit me with the most difficult time that you've had as a Raiders fan, man.
I would say there's probably two seasons. One, this last past season with Pete Carroll. I mean, for me, I was never a fan of the hire. I thought the game had already passed him. There was a reason why he was let go with Seattle. I know he has a tradition of winning and all that type of stuff, but to me, it just felt like that time had passed. So I wasn't a big fan of that. And this year tested me in the sense that, dude, there was so much potential. We were right there. If you look at the majority of the teams that were in the playoffs, Jacksonville, the Bears, the Patriots, all those games that either we won or that we could have won if it wasn't for one or two plays. Losing to the Bears on a blocked field goal, losing to the Jaguars in freaking a 2-point conversion that we should have scored with the guy wide open. So this year really tested my patience with Geno Smith's stupid ass, throwing so many interceptions, turnovers. That, and then Pete Carroll being so goddamn blind of not playing some people that should be playing, especially on our offensive line. Like I think we're only a couple spots on our offensive line that we can definitely be a lot better, but he chose to play some people, and I don't know if that was the supporting his son or what it was, but there were some people that shouldn't have been playing, and a couple of guys were so freaking terrible. I think they led the league in the sacks given up. They shouldn't have been playing when we have other people that should have been playing. So definitely those moments this year really tested my patience. Another season was with McDaniels, man. That guy was fucking terrible. Excuse my language.
No, bro, you're good. You're good. You are free to express yourself the way you fucking want to on this show.
Yeah, McDaniels, he's such a fucking puss, and like I couldn't stand that guy being our head coach, man. To me, he just wasn't a Raider, never fit the bill. Maybe a good offensive coordinator, but he wasn't a Raider, and I didn't see him being the man in charge of our team. And I didn't feel and see, just like this year, I didn't see the players buying into him. I didn't see them responding to it. I think a lot of them checked out halfway through the season, if not sooner.
No, you ain't lying, man. I mean, like, I feel like this season was one of the toughest seasons that a lot of people have gone through, especially because of the frustration. We had a lot of hope with Pete Carroll coming in and all these championship aspirations just to fall flat on our face. Yep. Now, before we get out of here, my brother, this is something I need to know. I need to know your Super Bowl prediction, baby. Who is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Shit will never change, bro. The Raiders. Raiders tomorrow, every year, man. I don't give a fuck who's playing. Raiders, baby. Win, lose, or tie.
Uh,
Raiders
I,
ride or die, baby. That's it.
I got you. Hey, but let's go Super Bowl prediction for this year. We got the Sea Chickens, right? And we got fucking the Patriots. Who
Bro,
you got?
fuck the Patriots. It was a fumble. So I hell no, I'll never root for them. Seattle, man. Seattle.
I love it. I love it. Hey, y'all. So just so y'all know, we are doing this interview for the Silver and Black Radio Podcast Magazine. It is going to be coming out here soon, guys. It's going to be dropping. Our boy Ben is up front and in charge, baby. The Gym Reaper, a man on fire for Raider Nation, a guy going out there and doing his thing. Brother is going to send me some visuals of his favorite events, some pictures, so you guys will see all that in the article, guys. Ben, anything you got for Raider Nation?
Yeah, man. You know, again, being a Raider fan, being a Raider, bro, what it's all about, man. Overcoming obstacles, breaking through barriers, doing shit your way. Never compromising, never assimilating, doing what you want to do, how you want to do it, and rising above. Like I said before, bro, we don't need the keys to get in. We're going to break that motherfucking door down and here to do some Raider shit. Raiders, baby, all day, every day.
Yes, sir. That's a wrap for today's show. Stay loud, stay proud, and as always, just win, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.